What happens when a survival game refuses to die? What does Tarkov look like after 2 decades of patches, promises, and player trauma? Is it still a game? Or has it become something else entirely? In 2040, Escape from Tarkov is no longer about looting. It's about pain. It's about what you've lost. And also, yes, still about watching your friend get domed because he thought that bush was the scab shooting him. In the year 2040, Streets of Tarkov isn't just a map. It's an ecosystem for humility and suffering. It's a sprawling, unstable megacity that's been patched, expanded, nerfed, reworked, and cursed more times than Windows updates. What started as a hopeful city block is now a 400 square kilometer labyrinth featuring 93 named districts, 6 weather systems, 4 different power grids, and a fully operational NFT museum run by scavs.
Давай, мочи их!
Every raid starts with a loading screen that asks,
Are you sure about that?
it has dynamic AI traffic, but not enemy convoys, like literal traffic. Cars honk, civilians try to parallel park, and if you shoot them, your karma goes down. If you don't, your frames do. And at the heart of Streets lies the new boss, Mayor Caban, a 700-pound ex-federal enforcer who roams a map in a golden truck, broadcasting Cold War opera through loudspeakers while raining down suppressive fire with a belt-fed M60. You don't fight Mayor Caban, you negotiate with him. Only using vodka and high-end graphics cards, that is. The devs still promise Streets is almost done. Streets has been almost done longer than most of you have been alive. Meanwhile, Interchange has been sold to an Elon Musk. You can now buy a
Go
Model Z while
fuck
getting clapped by
yourself.
Killa's grandson, Lil K. And yes, Factory still exists, except now it's playable in VR naked with haptic feedback for some reason. I swear, Tarkov players in 2040 are going to be a different breed. Some are former Navy SEALs, some are TikTok influencers who treat every firefight like it's a collab, and some have never left a single raid. I mean, literally. They're still in there. A guy named Uncle Meatsack has been holed up in reserve for 17 consecutive years. He's built a community. He has a wife. Well, uh, a scav wife. And only God can help you if you stumble into labs. You think hackers were bad in 2025? In 2040, Labs has a literal AI warlord named AFAC Timmies who only speaks in code and slurps down Bitcoin like protein shakes. Remember when Tarkov pretended to have a story? Well, in 2040, it actually does. A full blown Tarkov cinematic universe has emerged. There are now 4 factions, all equally unhinged. The Bears became a hostile group who only attacked Lighthouse. USEC got bought by Amazon Prime Tactical, or APT for short, and all work in factories supplying weapons to Gluhar. The others only show up right before wipe to enjoy all the players purging their precious gear before it's gone forever. And the 4th faction, the Unextracted, formed. Players who have never successfully left a raid. Their leader speaks only in distorted VoIP screams and wears 20 chest rigs as armor. So, what is Tarkov in 2040? Is it still a game? I mean, technically, yes. But spiritually, Tarkov is a psychological endurance test wrapped in a Loot Goblin's fever dream. It's a place where betrayal feels personal, where every bush is suspicious, and where you, yes, you, will absolutely die because your mouse double clicked your morphine at the worst possible time. Tarkov in 2040 is not about escape, it's about acceptance. You don't leave Tarkov, you become it. And what happens when a survival game refuses to die? It lives in you, in your pain, in that one key you keep in your stash because maybe next wipe will be different. Tarkov 2040 isn't about winning, it's about suffering together. And remember, if you see a bush move, it's not the wind, it's just Uncle Meatzak. Good luck, operator. You're gonna need it.